This man has collected 46 years of data to support his irrefutable claim on his universal hot crazy matrix. Do you agree?
Okay, so this is the Universal Hot Crazy Matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works. You have your crazy axis and your hot axis. Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. This is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. Above a 5 and to about an 8 and below the crazy line, this is your fun zone. That's your fun zone, but keep in mind when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location. We have the danger zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed, you get a bunny in the pot, tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail. Use this matrix over time to develop some reliable data. Any moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. And once you have a cluster of data points, you can begin to consider that reliable. This is below the crazy line, above an 8 hot, but still, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone. You can stay here indefinitely. Now, above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5 crazy, this is your wife zone. When you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy, above an 8 hot. That's your wife zone. Now, below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. So I was explaining this to a guy one time and he said, wait a minute. I said, you're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy. He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude, you're talking to a tranny. That is the Universal Hot Crazy Matrix.